All right, we got a special guest for the Sonicast today. It's your girl. What's up, Sana?
Saturday, DC's chilling.
Your player partner, G-Biz.
The one and only homie, Hannibal Thompson, in the building on his phone. Get off your phone, boy. We're working.
I'm always on my phone. My bad. That's a habit. It's a bad habit.
For the folks who don't know, we've had you on before to talk, but tell the people what you be doing.
I'm a stand-up comedian. I do comedy all over the world, making people laugh, always being silly, and I ain't never serious, you know? So that's about it, man. I do comedy. I do some acting. Everybody was, where you do comedy? So I do comedy all over, man.
All over the
world.
place.
Yeah, man. I'm all over with it.
But we specifically have you in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because of this video that's going viral. You were in the Fillmoe, and this lady, is her name really Rachel?
No.
Oh, you just called her that?
No. Black Mark gave her that name.
Oh.
Racist Rachel?
Yeah, shout out to DJ
Racist
Black
Rachel.
Mark.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Black. That's the first person I seen. I'm like, okay. You know, so everybody just ran with that, I guess.
Racist Rachel was out there in the Fillmoe, right? And the saddest part is her little baby girl's there.
Yeah.
And she started mouthing off to some homies that were standing out there on the block in the Fillmoe, accusing them of selling dope.
Yeah.
And how were you even? You were just in the neighborhood?
So I'll be doing the Comedy is Life sweatsuits and the gear, so I was there giving somebody a sweatsuit.
Okay.
And while I'm in my trunk getting the sweatsuit, I hear the commotion going on.
Right.
Now, I always heard about this lady, you know, because I'm from around there. So everybody know me, I know everybody. So they always told me about this lady, but I never called her. I always see her, but she quiet.
So this isn't the first time she's done something like this, obviously.
Oh, no. She been doing it for like 2 or 3 years now. But you know, dudes in the hood, they not tripping on pulling their phones out, or they just blowing, or they getting real deal arguments with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
everybody
her.
Like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about that crazy bitch over there in 9B.
Exactly. And then her neighbor next door is a dude named Demo. They always get bump heads and get into it. Yeah, and he the first person who got the dope. She called him all type of niggers and so he the first person who told me about it.
Yeah.
So I was so happy to be over there that day, and I just heard. I didn't even see it at first. I heard the commotion. I turned around, and my first instinct was like, okay, pull out the phone, because I know she was gonna go on a rant. So I was like, okay, I'm just let her hang herself. You know? And a lot of people on the internet was killing me, like, oh, what about her child right there?
Yeah.
She didn't think about her child right there. Like,
She was like, and the little girl, she was so adorable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With her little kitten whiskers and nose painted on her face, just looking hella terrified, but not of y'all.
No.
Of how her mom was popping off.
Exactly.
She looked so scared to even be standing there being in the middle of that situation. So that woman needs help, like mental help of some sort. But the funniest thing about the video was, who's selling dope, bitch?
Yeah,
the dude in the
exactly.
background, which I was hoping you was going to bring me some t-shirts. You ain't printing them up yet, huh?
No, actually, I was supposed to pick them up at 10, but I was gonna be late. I'm gonna just come back and
Oh,
bring
you
y'all
good?
some.
You
Yeah,
good?
I come right back.
I
I
for
just
sure
gonna pick them
want
up.
one,
Yeah, I got you for sure. I got y'all. But the dudes, first of all, they wasn't even paying attention to her.
Right.
They was in their phones, you know what I'm saying? Off syrup or some shit. They, you know what I'm saying? They paying attention to their phone.
Right. On their own
Not
height.
selling
Exactly.
it.
On their own height, looking at that.
But on some.
Exactly. They looking at their phone. They not worried about her. And she just got the mouthing off, just attacking them. Like, out the blue. And the dude who actually said that, he ain't selling no dope. He's serious.
So the other side of this, right? Like, I was talking to one of the homies the other day, and he was like, well, you know, if people are just standing out on the block in front of your house or whatever, you know, there's a certain amount of frustration that you get with that, just as somebody who lives in any neighborhood, if you don't know what they're up to and you think they may be on some whatever hype or blah, blah, blah. And my discussion with him was, even if that's the case, whether or not they selling dope, whether or not they just standing out in front of your crib, whatever the case is, if the first thing that you could possibly do is call them a racist slur,
Right.
then you have some type of issue going on in yourself that you need to go ahead and fix.
Exactly.
Like, you know, if you think they doing whatever, hey, man, I don't really want y'all over here doing that by my house. You know, we've all kind of had situations before in the neighborhood, you know, if you've lived in that type of neighborhood, where you got to be like, hey, man, can y'all take this somewhere else?
Right.
Like,
Right.
can y'all, you know what I mean?
Right.
And generally, fools will respond to that with a little bit more respect than they will you just calling them out their name.
Exactly. I mean, because first of all, the reality is, like, I come from the streets, and that's where I'm from. Ain't nobody selling dope outside no more, man. Like, seriously, like, you want some dope? You got to go to the Tenderloin or something. You can't get no dope around here, man.
Right.
Selling dope? No, that's why he said that. Like, who sell dope, bitch? Ain't nobody selling no dope. She that just came out of, first of all, she do some type of drug. Like I said, she been around there, so we see her, and we from the hood. We know if you on drugs when you drunk. So she was intoxicated, and she was on some type of drug or something. But that's not the first time she did that. So and they live there too.
Yeah.
So how you telling somebody to get away from their house?
She sit up there hitting people off like she at the game. Like, who got tickets? Y'all got tickets?
Right.
I need tickets.
Right.
No, bitch. You got all the dope because that's what you smoking.
Exactly. Like,
Funniest shit is, what is she? She's a minority her goddamn self.
Exactly. That's what I'm
out
like,
there just popping off at some folks. I don't even know what she is. Some people said Asian of some sort. I don't know. She looks like maybe,
she like she
feather or
mixed
something.
up.
I don't know. Something.
Native.
Right.
I said, yeah, Native American maybe. I mean, she lightweight looks like, you know what I'm saying, in the face. When I saw the video, and I'm sure we're showing little clips of it right now as we're talking, but, it's, I don't understand where people be coming off with this shit. Bitch, you're a minority and you live in the Fillmoe.
Yeah. That's
if
crazy.
If you don't
because
like none of that, move the fuck up out of there. Please.
They killing me in the comments. All the I don't know if they're racist, but they killing me in the comments. Oh, you shouldn't have did. I'm like, what did I?
You shouldn't have done what?
Me.
Well, yeah.
Right,
She the
me.
one talking mess. You just pulled your phone out.
Exactly. Me. Like, what did I do? All I did is record it.
Right.
One of the craziest things that I've ever experienced is being on Twitter and responding to a news story about racism or something like
Look at
that,
the
and I'll
comments.
be like, "Oh man, that's cold. Y'all shouldn't be doing woo 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 woo." Yo, people come out the woodwork that don't follow you,
yeah.
have never
Yup.
seen you
For
before,
sure.
and they are on their full troll hype.
For
Man,
sure.
they be-
So I can only imagine what you've been dealing with the past couple days.
Man, I'm talking. And first of all, I'm not even this serious political dude. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
I don't get into the race argument or nothing. I did it honestly to be funny. No. So I was being I was really being sarcastic when I was recording.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I told her, "Hey, what you say?"
Right.
I knew what I was doing. I mean, you want to hang? I'm gonna let you hang yourself. So I was being sarcastic when I was recording. So I made it a silly thing, And what's crazy is I've probably recorded 4 different videos of this lady, and to keep it real, ain't none of them even recent.
Damn.
That's almost them videos is months old. I posted them once and then I posted them again because she did the barbecue clips. No. The ones that I posted when she tried to call the police, they was having a barbecue.
Oh,
that's new. So it brought me back. I'm tired of this lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
new. She called the police. That's what she do a lot. She called Northern Station a lot. For nothing, just
they probably used to her.
She called the police down just because brothers was standing outside.
Yeah.
She was just fucking with people who. Was
she. I'm gonna keep it real. She a savage. She'll be walking to her door and just get the smile and you niggers. She a savage. She thinks she not one of them, but she's she look down upon them, and that's how she look at it though. She call them niggas. She a savage.
Well, we're in a racist renaissance, if you will, about now. Trump has awakened the inner racist in so many people.
Big time.
To where they just feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Just, making that movement.
Right. That's who all them people was in the comments, man. They is on my line.
I don't even know if he's awakening it. I just think people more pull out their phones now.
Right.
I think it's been going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And now that social media is here, we see it more.
Yeah.
But it's been forever.
It has been. I mean, racism is as American as apple pie.
Yeah.
It's embedded in U.S. history and culture. Literally, it built the country.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's just what it is. But it's sad to see so many people.
Hell yeah.
In this day and age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still just feeling comfortable with just flaunting their racism out here on the street like that, and especially in a neighborhood like the Fillmoe, which was known as almost like the music and the culture and the jazz of San Francisco.
Right.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
We also have to think about just dynamics, right, of what San Francisco was and what San Francisco is. In 2004, when I started here at the radio station, San Francisco was 8% black, and a lot of that was populated in places like the Fillmore and Hunters Point and things like that.
What is it now?
I think it's
3%?
3% in 2018.
Man.
So as there, are less black folks that start to live here, people get a little bit more comfortable with being like, oh, okay, well, if y'all on the way out anyway, let us show you the door.
We're going to
exactly.
keep this up. Hopefully shoot y'all out.
Right.
And in the video, it's still going. They still won't leave me alone. So I guess yesterday I'm driving down the street and I get a call from one of the dudes from the neighborhood. They like, it's a reverend out here looking for you. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, I don't be out there. What do you look for me for?
Yeah.
He like, where's Mr. Hannibal? I'm like, I'm gonna call you on FaceTime. So he FaceTime me, and it's the president of the NAACP region of Northern California,
Wow.
Amos Brown.
Yeah.
So he like, what's the deal with this? What's the deal with this lady? I seen the video. Now, if he's seen the video, I'm sure he ain't got no Facebook, no nothing. Yeah. Amos is like old,
yeah,
like 80 something. He old, so yeah. So he was on his cane, like he drove up in his car by himself. They said he drove up and he was looking for the lady because he wanted to ask her some questions about. Of course, he don't want to harm her or nothing. He just want to ask.
Of course,
he was mad. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm like, okay. When I was on the phone with her, she was walking up, and that's when I didn't even listen to what they were talking about. They hung the phone up. I hung the phone up. But it brought him, and he don't have no social media. So if it got all the way to his desk,
right,
there ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? But,
it's picking up steam.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully the little girl's dad sees that sometime soon and takes, the mom to court and get custody of his daughter.
I'm pretty sure she was like that when he planted that seed.
Right,
that guy probably got ghost on her and that baby. I
heard she was a teacher, but nobody know where. Like, one dude came in the comments and said, I took a class with her at City. Like, a teacher? You mean to me that's a teacher? Is she teaching?
She's a professor.
Right.
She's teaching college level.
Right. No. She was in a class with him. They was classmates.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if she a teacher, I'm the Unified School District hit me on Facebook, like, we can't find this lady in our system. I'm like, I don't
teaching U.S. history?
Her name, what is her name? I know her real name on tip of my tongue.
Them books are made for people like her.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
A bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Man, I just really worry about that little girl, man. Yeah. I can't get her face out of my head. Like, with all the squawking and bullshit that was going on thing. You saying, you what? And then dude yelling, who's selling dope, bitch?
Right.
Her digging in her purse looking like a straight up maniac.
Yeah.
I'm just constantly staring at the little girl's face because I'm a mom.
Right. And I got two little girls,
my child is mixed or whatever, but that's just doesn't even, her crazy, personality and just the way that she handled the situation. Like, if you will say things like that and be violent in front of your child, then you don't give a fuck about anything, really, because there's a time and place if you feel some type of way. And I'm not encouraging anybody to go out and be racist and ignorant like this woman, even when you're by yourself, because we don't have no time or space for that anymore. No. Please wake up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But God, I feel like at some point somebody needs to take that child from her.
Yeah, she called the police a lot. So the day of the barbecue, she called the police. See, that's what like if I go around there and like see they don't like fully understand the power of like social media and shit like that yet.
Yeah.
So if I go, I got a little of a following.
Yeah.
So if I put a camera out, then they know somebody's gonna react. Yeah. So I was there when she was calling the police. They was barbecuing like in the middle of the alleyway.
Yeah.
Just minding their business. Now, I'm not just sitting up here like trying to like take up for them because they don't be bothering her though. It's a whole different generation. Right. Them dudes is thinking about shooting dice and getting high, and they not killing and robbing. They ain't doing none of that no more.
Yeah.
It just ain't like that no more. I'm just keeping it real. Mm-hmm. Like, the murder rate is tremendously down in the cities. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like that no more. So they not bothering her. They not being menace and none of that. They high. They minding their business down there. So they barbecuing, just cooking out. And she call the police, and she talking to the police, trying to get the police to make them move. Police like, man, I can't do nothing. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? So I was in his face with the camera too, like they not doing nothing.
What a lot of people don't understand, and this was even the issue, like when you look at the Barbecue Becky situation and situations that we've seen since then, right, is that people don't necessarily understand how much the police can be used as a weapon to actively take out black folks.
Not for real.
Especially when you call them for no reason.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
No reason, no.
So you're essentially weaponizing the police because you have some irritation.
Right.
Whereas, like I said, a lot of times you could really just be like, hey, man, what y'all doing over here?
Yeah.
Can you please move out from the front of my house?
Like, chill out, man. Like, can you take this somewhere else?
Right.
And, sometimes you're going to get a little mouthy young motherfucker that's going to be like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm on the, in which case, you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
But if your first jab is to go, well, you niggers need to go and,
that was the first, exactly. That was my thing. That was my thing. No understanding. That was the first thing to come out my first thing coming to your head. With this little girl sitting right here, what are you teaching her behind closed doors?
Right.
Well, she probably was thinking about that on the ride up to the house.
Right.
She probably was already, oh, God, I know these motherfuckers are going to be sitting outside of my house.
Exactly.
Oh, God, they're always fucking outside. I told you, they're always there. And her daughter probably just like, it was paint. It was face painting today at school.
Right. Like, and you could tell that she and somewhere down the line she got a dose of our culture, because if you watch the end of the video when she was like Felicia, she meant bye Felicia. You know, when she drunk. You know,
Yeah. She tried.
She tried.
And that weird hackle like that she had.
Oh, yeah,
like what?
I wish she was like,
Yeah, and then she started laughing like just insane. I was like, oh my God.
When I first recorded, I'm like, man, she probably be beating the shit out that little girl. I'm serious. I said, I hope not either. That's what I said. Guys, like, look how mad she got at some strangers. She don't even know us, at all.
Yeah, and that's why her daughter was killed over in that damn corner. Like, oh God, like
she was freaked out by her.
You know?
She was. She's seen her do this.
Yeah.
And I say that I don't want that child with her because she's clearly mental of some sort, but I definitely don't want that child in the system either, because I don't know if that's a better place for her.
Right.
Her mom needs to get it together, though, man.
Right. Like you said, where's her dad at? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And the police, they don't never do the office of that building, the manager. They don't do nothing, man. Nobody do nothing. Nobody do nothing, say nothing. She been there for years. So she been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I just was so happy to record her, you know, and that's sad.
For it to be years
with an
and
S
you
for real.
antagonize these people, mainly men, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, if she would have said that to a sister, maybe.
No. See, that's the thing. Yeah, she ain't crazy at all. It's not even that many females like that's around in that neighborhood like that. Yeah. If it was 10, 12 years ago, oh man, she would have been in some trouble. Yeah, she'd been in some trouble.
But that's what I'm saying. You're antagonizing these men over and over and over again for years, and nothing has happened to you.
Nothing has happened to you.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want it to.
Right.
But like DC said, you run into one young buck or whatever that's whatever.
Gassed up.
And
You know
that's
what
how
I'm saying?
cool and calm them dudes are. Just a
That's what I'm
generation.
saying,
So
like-
because it's like they could have been for years, they could have been snapped on. They just be like, whatever. Or they just give her a few lines like he said. Like, no, bitch, you're not gonna slander me while I sell dope. No, it's not the 80s or the 90s. It's 2000s. Everybody walking around with rocks in their pocket or their mouth no more. No. Like,
I don't even know
sense,
what else
man.
to say about that woman, man.
yeah.
That's crazy. But that video definitely has you popping over there on the DM and the Instagram and
Oh,
everything.
they was bothered, man. They won't leave me. They still be bothering me, man.
sure.
Then, see, let me tell you what they did. See, people crazy. They cut the first few words out the video to where she didn't say, when I first walked up and I actually, like, she said nigger twice.
Yeah.
Right.
They cut that out and they just started it from, like, when she was going back and forth with them.
Right.
So a lot of people took that and ran with it. So a lot of people saying, oh, she didn't say the word. She didn't say the word. That was all the others. But then all the black people was, like, defended me in the comments. Like, go look on the page. She did say it. So it's a big argument in the comments right now. She didn't say it, and then they saying, you got to go look at the page.
All
She
on
did
perception.
say it.
Yeah. Hell, all you got to do is watch the end of it when she
Yeah.
sit up there and ask you, so what do you want me to call them?
Yeah, right.
That was the other argument that I had with somebody. It was like, yo, that's the piece that defines like when somebody is just casually like fed up,
Right.
and when they just smooth racist, right?
Exactly. Like
When they go,
smooth racist,
well,
though.
what am I supposed to call them then?
Men, young men.
What would you like me to call these
Right.
niggas?
Damn.
Right. She really wanted to say that, though. She really wanted to say that. She really wanted to say that. What you want me to call these niggas?
Right.
She really wanted to say that.
She was on a Gran Torino right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
She really was.
She wanted to say that for
Full
sure.
Clint Eastwood.
All
Yeah,
the way.
yup,
All the
exactly.
way in.
Yeah, she was goddamn Mel Gibson for real. She wanted, that's what she wanted to say right there.
Right.
What you mean? What you want me to call him? Are you serious?
I can't drop N-bombs. What do you want? I got Darky, Spade.
Right.
Coons.
Right.
What do you want me to?
Pick your poison.
Porch monkey.
What can we
Damn.
use then?
Right. She's sick with it,
Goddamn
man.
tar babies.
Right.
Right. Like,
Exactly. Damn.
Aside from this video, what you got popping for the people before we let you float?
I'm shooting my network comedy special on Saturday.
Do
man.
your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some. If y'all want to come, it's free.
Where
I got
you
some
at?
passes for y'all at the African American Culture
Oh,
Complex.
that's right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, I'm shooting it for Comedy Dynamics, man. They really big. I did Tiffany Haddish last special.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing for me popping off. 2 shows, 7 and 9:30 p.m.
Okay, and when is that?
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
This Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting that. Probably come out in a few months. Probably 3 to 6 months or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty big for me. I've been grinding, putting it in.
Yeah.
I know you stay working.
I do, man. I do. I just did 10 shows up here with Michael Blackson. We did
Oh, dope.
4 in San Jose. We did 4 in Pleasanton.
That cat mad annoying in person? Because
No, that's crazy. He real.
he doesn't
That'd
do
be
all
the
of
act.
this.
That'd be the act.
No, he just like. I mean, if you on stage, 5 to 6 times a weekend for an hour plus.
Yeah.
You don't want to get off stage and still be,
That person.
Yeah, exactly. So
Giving at it,
yeah, but nah, he cool, laid back, but he real like. If he sees something, if y'all next to each other or he next to somebody else, he sees something wrong with your shoes, some shit. Oh, he gonna record you or something on the under.
Really?
And fuck with you. Oh yeah, definitely. He an asshole like that.
Okay.
And he gonna but he cool, man. We did 5 in Pleasant actually at Tommy T's.
Oh, y'all did Tommy's. Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Tommy. That's the
Somebody told me
homie.
they was going to see
And we did the Masonic Center up here on Nob Hill.
Oh, you did Masonic. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, we did the Masonic. That was cool. I didn't even know that. I'm born and raised around there. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Right.
And Masonic is a nice venue.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
beautiful, man. I didn't even know they just have graduations and stuff in there. They said, yeah, we did that. So it was that was like 3,500 people. So that was cool.
Go
That's what's
ahead.
up.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. I did Till with him, and then I'm finna go back overseas in November.
Okay.
I usually I'm looking forward to it, but I kind of ain't looking forward to it this
Why
time.
not?
Because it'd be as long. I done did it a few times, so I know how long it is and how like brutal. And I'm gonna be gone for Thanksgiving and all that.
Oh, I ain't no good.
I know.
All right.
Yikes.
You have your daughter's FaceTime and you like, look at the spread, Dad.
Right.
You ain't got no yams
Right.
over there, though.
Nah,
Taste
man.
over there.
I ain't got no yams and stuff. Ain't no telling. Well, one of the bases probably do though. Probably one of the. I'm going to Abu Dhabi. It's a base in Abu Dhabi.
Are you doing like
That's gonna be
USO
nice.
shows or
Yeah,
something?
USO shows.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, USO shows. Yeah, they be having all the bases be having top notch stuff.
Yeah. No, you're going to be good then.
Yeah.
Food-wise anyway, but without the fam, though.
Yeah, without the family. That's what I am. I'm a fam dude. I'm a family dude. I like to be around family and shit.
As long as they ain't trying to feed you them MREs.
Nah, bro. Like, cause I be man.
MREs ain't cool.
They be having to tell me to be quiet in the lunchroom because they be having them cook the food.
Right.
I be like, y'all with this? Y'all got them cooking them cooking the food after y'all out there fucking up their people? No,
Tripping.
exactly.
You about to get poisoned.
Look,
Right.
they gonna slide you the first plate. Go
Man,
ahead.
they don't smile. They don't smile. They don't acknowledge you. Say hi, nothing. They just like robots. But it's like
That's
y'all got them
funny.
cooking the food. Y'all niggas need to be cooking the food.
Ah. Well, tell everybody where they can find you. So that
I'm
way,
on
you know what I'm
Instagram,
saying?
Hannibal Thompson. Y'all can come fuck with me in the comments with the videos too.
There's your invitation.
Facebook, Hannibal Thompson. I'm on Twitter. I'm an internet junkie, man.
Yeah.
I can help. I don't smoke or drink or nothing, so I got to get on the internet, and that's like one of my highs.
That's where you
That's
get yours
your
off?
That's where I get mine off. Yeah, right.
Like all those likes. Oh, start sounding like,
I'm one of. I mean, not like the likes and shit. It's just that's what keeps my head like.
Going,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, everybody else. You know, because I'm used to you a drinker.
I mean, I drink. I use
Y'all about to say,
Right,
y'all,
right.
y'all know.
Why you say that with a question mark?
Right.
Like,
I know. I know. Like I
smell
don't
like
put him on the
Hennessy right
spotlight,
now.
but yeah.
Hennessy
Hennessy
biz,
get down.
baby. You know,
I can't do the liver quiver no more, man.
Hey.
That's what called Hennessy. Nah, man, how your liver jumping when I get a little old, so I can't. I drink some Patron.
Oh,
here
well,
and there.
that's how you know. That's how you know God is working. And the
Right.
body does what it does. You know?
Right.
You know your parts are still active.
Right.
Say
No doubt.
anything, Sonicast. Got
There
it.
it is.
Right. Say anything.
All right. Shout out to the homie Hannibal Thompson in the building. Make sure you go follow him and check out what he's got popping. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the Fillmoe video.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for having me. But so I'm gonna stay away from it. I only go around just to if I'm called around for something. Other than that, if I catch her, I catch her. If I don't, I'm not going to look for nothing. But I know she will be back and she be.
Yeah, we don't want to see her no more.
Nah, I don't
We
want to
just
see her
pray
no
for
more.
her. We
That's
gonna
why I said
pray.
I'm not. Yeah,
We're going to pray for her.
Right. Somebody, if anybody out there, a CPS worker, it was
Go investigate
in
racist
Fillmoe,
Rachel.
Damn.
in Plaza East. It was in Larchway. I'm not gonna tell you the door number because I
Yeah,
want
don't do that. That's going to be too much. All right. Sonicast, your girl, of course.
Right.
DC is chilling.
Your player partner G Biz. Who's that though, bitch?
Make sure you subscribe for free.
He was serious.
On the iHeartRadio app, of course, on the, you know what I'm saying? What you call it? What's it, the iTunes and also the podcast button on your phone. And listen to us Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. right there on KMEL. We'll holla.
Peace.